Here's a little toast to remembering a loved one. Hi, I'm Gabby and welcome back to another edition of the Fragrantician, where today we are talking about fragrances, as we always do, and we are talking about remembering a lady that I never met, but I know in here. So, 40 years ago today, on the 20th of December, my mother-in-law, her name was June, tragically passed away. And it was a very tragic death. I never got to know her, but she passed away early in the morning, unfortunately from a blood clot on the brain, and was pronounced dead when the ambulance service came. Now, my husband, obviously, her son, he was only 8 at the time, but when she died, he instinctively knew that she had died, and his father didn't have to tell him. Children sometimes can instinctively pick up on things, and he did. Very close to his mother. She wasn't his only son. She did have another son called Robin, who was 9 years older, but from a different father. Richard's mother lived in Africa. Unfortunately, she drank some contaminated water. Her father worked in irrigation out there in Mombasa, and it left her with a weak heart from a child. And tragically, when she died, that was maybe a cause to it. Who knows? We don't know. She was only 38 at the time, such a young age. Now, Richard's father wasn't his natural father. Let's just go back if you want to listen to the story. Richard's mother came over from Africa. She met a man called Anthony. This was in Coventry. She fled from him because he was a drug user. He abused her. She was pregnant at the time. She came to Southampton, down south, and she was a remarkably resourceful woman from what I've been told. She had Richard. She had Robin, his older brother, who was 9 years older. She met a man called Ronald, and then they married when Richard was only about 5 or 6, I think. I think it was 1979 they got married, so they'd only been married 2 years. Now, this was his stepfather. So when she died, his stepfather stepped in and adopted him. He didn't have to, but he did. And he adopted Richard as his own son. Now, Richard has never known who his real father is. He doesn't want to know who his real father is, because as far as he's concerned, that wasn't blood, although that was his blood. But his real father was Ronald, who then tragically passed away only 10 years ago. June, his mother, she lived in Africa. I never met her. I never knew her, but I thank the day that she gave me her son. She gave me her one true possession, a piece of her she gave through him to me, and that is all I can ask for. And there's only a couple of days to Christmas now, and it can be hard for some. Christmas for Richard is bittersweet. For all of us, for both of us, it is a bittersweet memories. But remembering June is the only way we can never forget her. You can never take the memories. Now, she is buried with Richard's father, but we never go to her grave because we believe that she isn't there. Richard's father isn't there. They are in here. They are with us. And Richard's father, as well, was the best man, apart from my own father, that I ever met. He was truly giving and kind and caring, and he understood me. He understood me. And he lived with us until he passed away, from cancer. And I'll never, ever forget him. Ever. Never will I forget him. He changed my life. He changed my perceptions on things. He was there. Sometimes when you're with somebody and you don't have to say any words, but there is an understanding. He had that capability. He had that within him. And I'll truly be grateful for that. He taught a lot about me. The scent that I am wearing today is by January Scents, and it's called Smolderose. And it's just so befitting because it's a lovely rose and frankincense gel accord in it. And Richard and I both love the sea, and Richard's mother loved being near the sea. And so I wanted to wear this today in memory of you, June, in memory of your spirit, of your soul, of the person that you were and you still are within us. Because the soul never dies, in my eyes. The soul goes on. And I'll never forget anyway. So I wanted to wear January Scents. I wore this once, and Richard said to me that he remembers going blackberry picking with his dad. Although there's no blackberry notes in this, there's no berry notes, he said that smelling this, it reminded him of when he again was like 7 years old, going blackberry picking with his mum and dad. And a fragrance can evoke an emotion within you. A memory can just come flooding back. I hope that his mother can be proud of him and I. And I just want to say that we love you, June and Ronald. And we won't ever forget you. So raise a glass to your loved ones at Christmas. June loved a rose. So smelling this rose will bring a memory of her to Richard and I. So you've been watching another edition of The Fragrantician. But until next time, always remember, because memories never fade.